Hey, Sonya. Oh, she's connecting. So let me try to bring this window over here. Oh. So Sonya is coming in. There she is. She's connecting to audio. Muted. I think she. I think my sound is pretty good. I think she should be able to hear me. You're on. You're muted, Sonya. Let's see. I think I can ask her to unmute. Let's see. Maybe I can. Is it me? Was it me that you couldn't hear? You're on mute. Oh.
For some reason, this week when I got on a couple Zoom calls, usually my screen is like square, like the Zoom is square. Now it's this long rectangle thing, and I don't know. Anyway, crazy. Okay, how are you?
I'm great. I'm so excited about today. And how are you?
Me too.
Good.
Me too. I'm very excited about today. I'm very excited about learning how to build a bot in GPT. Remember how we did the blog builder?
Mm-hmm.
So I saw a video on, you can build a bot in Chat GPT, and then maybe we'll get into the agent as well. So as you know, I am going to, where are you? Hold on. This screen is so weird. So do you want me to just share my screen and we can just jump right into it?
Yes, but first, can you please clarify for me what your distinction is between a bot and an agent?
Okay, so I thought the bot was what we created in ChatGPT when we created the blog automator generator. Is that the right terminology? That's a bot, or no, that's not.
Yes, and like this technology is moving so fast. So for clarity's sake, I think they are the same thing. So a bot and an agent and an autonomous agent and an AI agent, like they're all collapsing into the same thing. But since you have like like you have these two separate boxes, I want to make sure that like I'm not missing like one of the pieces of what we created versus what you expect it to do. I think what you're talking about is giving it access to tools so it can do stuff like outside of its environment. But I want to make sure that that's what you're referring to when you said bot agent.
It doesn't necessarily have to be out of the environment because, okay, so if I land this mental health client and they say, okay, we're going to commit 3 6 months ad campaigns, I want to be able to go in and be able to create content with an ad. Now, whether I do that in Chat GPT or I do it anywhere, I guess it doesn't really matter, so to speak.
Okay, and so then for the next sake of clarity, when I say outside of its environment, I just mean like letting it connect to APIs so that you can relieve your time of a lot of like the minutia of like having to click and copy and paste and crap like that. So that's what I mean by when I say environment. So like it's probably like
Okay.
the technical, like in the weeds
Right.
jargon, right?
That makes sense.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we definitely want it to be able to perform outside of its environment, for sure.
okay,
100%.
okay, there. So like we're clear. So yes, they are the same thing, and the thing that we would be adding to it now would be giving it access to tools, which it already can do with a prompt, which it was not easily able to do like even a week and a half ago. So just to give clarity, and yes, it was possible to get it to do it even a year ago, but it was like super code heavy. But that's why I'm saying like it changes so fast. So like what you asked for, definitely doable. And similarly to how we let your other agent the few weeks ago go onto InVideo and make the video for you under your account, that is an example of it connecting to an API. So yes, like all of this is possible.
Got it. Right, because yeah, we want to be able to connect. Because I mean, who's to say we might not do a video as a campaign ad? It might not be content one week. It might be, a video with a little slogan. I mean, who knows what we might decide the competition is doing, and we need to outdo that. So yeah, we want to be able to, cross all the parameters, be better than everybody, and train it to do whatever it is that's needed at the time to get those clients into that funnel and bring my client business.
Perfect. And this really answers like my very last like clarification question. So I'm going to give you like a very brief overview. It'll take me like 45 seconds of why I need to know like what is the ultimate goal for this bot. I think you just said it is to bring your client business. And so like I am not a Google Ads expert and I don't know where their data is, but you did let me know you have their data, but I'm going to show you this real quick so that like we have like full clarity on like what we're doing and why we're doing it. So like if their goal is to make more money off of these ads, then we need to know like how are they intending to make the money, right? So like if I'm looking at my YouTube videos, right, here's all my data. This video is going to grow my audience. This video is going to get me more watch hours or whatever, right? So I need to decide like, am I going to find clients on YouTube? No, that's not the goal of my YouTube videos. It's so that I can make money as a content creator eventually. So right now, my goal is not to grow my audience. If I need it, I have the video that will do it. What I need is to grow my watch hours. How do I know that? Because I look at my goal of this is my money funnel for YouTube is I need more public watch hours, right? So like you need to know like what it like how are they intending to use this to make money? Like what is their strategy? So like for example, if they're saying, well then let's do LinkedIn. Okay, well I'm not trying to find customers off of LinkedIn. I'm using LinkedIn to find better jobs so that those better jobs give me the stuff on my resume so that then I can use those skills and those like job experiences to apply for the $1 million contracts that I just got my permissions for. So like that's why I need to know like is this for you to be able to show your client that you can make them money, or is this like really just for your client to make money?
No, this is for me because this is only my first client that is asked for Google ads or Facebook ads or whatever. So no, we're building it for me, for my agency, for my ability to be able to offer whoever comes to me if they do decide that they want to do ads at some point. And I'm no ad expert either. That's why I partnered up with another student. And he is really, really knowledgeable. I mean, he knows how to read the Google console, the analytics. He knows more about that. So I'm kind of like the front end person, right? Where I'm like, okay, well, I can build these ads. He's going to tell me the strategy, what we need. And then I can go to my bot and say, okay, this is what we need.
Okay, got you. Okay, so in terms of the data tracking, so you can have an influencer, you can have a million ads and they can get clicked on millions of times, but like until you know like which ads are actually converting into actual revenue for you or your client, right? Like that, I think that that's like a separate conversation, which in my case, like I do have a client where I did track all of this for them. And I got feedback from him like in concrete form, right? Like he's like, I am seeing more foot traffic. I am making more money, right? So like that's one very tangible sales point. But now like we can look at your data. So I'm going to stop screen sharing my screen. Now we can look at your data so that we can like extrapolate like what data points are we going to tell your bot to focus on so that it knows what to measure, and so that we can figure out like what specific strategy are we using against their competitors, and then what do you need to track so that when you sell your services, you're like, look, this is what I did for this mental health services client, like this is how you're similar and this is how I can help you. Does that sound like a good plan?
It does. It sounds great, Elsa.
Okay, perfect. I've been really working on like I'm not trying to sell like anything, but I am trying to make sure that you get like what you want out of it versus me like trying to say like, but you got to do this, because this is data. Let me stop. Where's my stop sharing? There you go. Okay.
Okay. So basically what I did, the first thing I did is I went on Google just to see, okay, so we've got these two sponsored ads and I haven't looked at them yet. So I pulled up this. I also made an Ahrefs, and I can pull that up. But I mean, these are all the top keywords that are being searched right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that. I've got this is their website. Hold on. The Facebook ads. And I did go into the Facebook ads library, and I just put in mental health, and this person came up, and obviously they have been running quite a few ads. So I just have them open. I have the keywords, I have the Google, and I have the Facebook ads, so we can kind of dive in from there.
Okay, so do you know how they're measuring like the or how are you going to approach the this is how much it'll cost you to run ads and this is how much you are likely to make?
Yeah, we're not going to get into that on this call because I do have a scope of work, for them, because I know what they charge per patient and what our goal is to get them, how many patients. So I think we just need to go a generic, like, because let's say, maybe next week or the following week, I might have a contractor or a concrete or a patio builder or, I mean, who knows who might contact me. So they're all going to be different. But if we can build the bot basic, that it's going to run Google ads, and then every time that I do a different niche or a different client, I probably will have to go in there and say, this is the data. They are a pool service company. They build pools and they service pools. So then I would have to go into probably Google and Facebook ads and just, feed it the data based on that particular industry.
Gotcha. Okay, so what you're aiming for is what is typically called a social listener, and we can build the social listener part so that you can plug and play no matter who the business is, and then the part of it like using automation to then push your ads. That's like different, and like let's not convolute the two, and that we're gonna cover with Zapier when we go to the digital CEO thing. And at that time, I can also show you like a much more like affordable, easier to use, in my opinion, tool. Because then I'll have like stuff prepared to just dive into it. But right now, what we can do is make sure that your ads are the best ads in comparison to all of their competition and these that you have pulled up. So like if you have your GT40 thing like ready,
I do.
yes, and then yep,
Ready
okay,
to go, girl.
perfect. Okay, so then can we make a GPT? Do you remember?
Oh, so you got to create, right?
Yes.
Over here?
Yes. Left side, explore GPTs like around the middle. Then
Here we go. We're going to create,
yes,
right?
yes.
I remember. Okay.
Okay, so I would suggest like let us say configure. Let's click on configure and just like start typing it up there. So this is going to be your social listener is what you can call it. Okay, and then for your description, generate.
I'm just going to put ads just so I know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Generate.
Description, generate social media ads.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you want?
Well, I would even be like more to the point. I would say like generate social media ads that invoke the desire to buy this. We'll leave it at that because it could be a service, it could be a product. I don't really know. So like we'll just leave it at that. So like now our instructions. So if you go to your instructions, you can type in you will go to these links. Okay, and then I guess what is it, a semicolon or colon? It's a colon. Yeah, the little two dots, the colon. Okay. Yes, and then scroll down all the way to the bottom of this page. Make sure you click code interpreter on here because that's what gives it permission to be able to go outside of your chat and like connect to the internet. And okay, perfect. Yeah, click on code interpreter. Okay, so then now get the links from like let's go to those 3 or 4 pages you showed me that have the the data.
So we want to go to Ads Manager.
Uh-huh.
And
And
this one.
yes. And I don't know if you already have stuff connected, but even if you didn't, okay, like this will like set up the foundation. So copy that and put it in your chat. And then like underneath,
Right here, right?
yes. And then I think that should work
Google.
because I am looking at your URL. Okay.
Do we want to click on one of these?
No.
On these Googles?
No, you want to get the URL. So see at the top where it says search equals PTSD therapist? Okay, copy up until the where it says search question mark Q equals.
Right here?
No, before that. So like google.com/search question mark Q equals. Copy that. Just that. Because your URL is like how the APIs connect. So then put that one next. And then give me a minute to like look at your other URL like before you switch out of here. Active status equals all ads library. Active status equals all ad type all country. See like in the Facebook ad that you found, that is not like to her region. That is like a countrywide search, right? So like, and that is so, but like just so you know, like this might be. Oh, and you also have like a view all page ID, sort data. So I would like that first one that you copied into here equals all and country equals. So I would take away everything from after US ampersand view all page ID. Yeah, I would take that out. Just take that out and then yeah.
Take that out.
Yes. Because now like it should understand with those instructions, because those are just another way to give it commands, like what you're trying to do. And I've never created a social listener like this, but like we might have to adjust it. So let's go get your other URLs that you had and put them in here.
The only other thing I had Google, I had Facebook, and then I just have my keywords.
Your keywords?
For this particular client. And then I have their actual website.
Okay, so we probably don't need their website. Okay, so this is where like to automate this, like you would need some generic way of keeping track of this. So we're not going to include this, but this is what we're going to put inside of your bot or your agent, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so then next line.
Got it.
I will give you data. Sorry, Ahrefs data, right? You used Ahrefs data?
Yes.
Comma, keywords, and the company's website. Please use that information to conduct your search and generate an ad that is most likely to invoke user clicks that lead to conversions.
I put sales.
I don't know if that's a word. I don't know like if I've ever heard it like their conversions. You can put sales in quotation in parentheses that way if it's a note for yourself, you know. Okay. And then for conversation starter.
Okay.
Please generate a recommendation, an ad recommendation. For Google, Google Ads. Then the next line, please generate an ad recommendation for LinkedIn or YouTube or whichever, like just so we can see the options that it gives us. Perfect. Okay.
Let me do one for LinkedIn too.
Okay. Okay. Then there's one more thing we need to add, like in the instructions that I forgot we should add. We should add this like after sales. So next line. Please print in one message. I'm sorry, in the same, I guess it's the same, in the same message, in one message. Please print in your response message.
Please print in your response
message, because that's the technical word for what it does. Comma. Both the text and an image. There, perfect. Okay, yep. So like, let's save this. I think it's at the bottom. Right, where is it? Or where is it? Oh, where it says create, actually, on the right-hand side of the thing. I'm pretty sure, yeah, create.
Oh, we don't create new action, or up here on the top, create?
Up there on the top, because you don't have save. Like, it doesn't say save, right?
No, it doesn't. Okay, here it is. Save.
Okay. Okay. So then we can close this because we're still going to be okay, or we can. All right. So actually well, let's just go ahead and feed it your CSV. You can either copy all the lines and drop them in here, or you can download the file and drop it in here, whichever.
What file are you talking about?
The CSV that has all of the data that you showed me with the keywords.
This one. It's got a lot of keywords, but I have the ones highlighted. But I mean, what do you want me to do? Just tell me.
Whichever, like, personally, I don't decide which words it should use. I let it decide because I don't know. We don't know what happens in the neural network. That, like, it might be able to make things that we can't understand, right? Because of hyperparameters.
Right.
So I would just copy it and dump it in there.
How do I drop it in here? How do I do that?
You could just like highlight the whole thing because it's only this one page. Yeah, you don't have that many lines here. So like on the top left or that, but you need to give it all its data, like especially the SERP features. That's why I use Ahrefs, because of the SERP features. So like go to the, you could do it that way.
Copy.
And you left out the bottom one though. You left out trauma therapist, which is huge, right?
Hold on. I thought all this was. No, I had it all.
Now you have it all.
That's everything.
Now you do.
I had it all. Copy. Go back into ChatGPT.
Yes. The blue dotted lines were before the last one. So what is it? Control V in Windows.
Yeah, but do I have to go to the social listener? Oh, it's already up.
Okay, and then there was like one more thing that you showed me, or were those the three? Oh, the website. So you also need to give it the link. Okay, go to the top of where you pasted this. Like, just click on at the very beginning. And and then paste it in. Like type this in. Please generate a or an ad for,
And then right there.
yes. And it can read the data like this, so don't even like worry. Like, yeah, like it doesn't read the same way we do. And then what kind of ad? We're making a Google ad, right?
Yeah.
So I would just add a Google ad for this business.
So I don't need anything from here though.
I don't think you do.
Okay, so just add in.
Please generate a Google ad for this business. So at the beginning, so you already have those words, right? At the very beginning, please generate a Google ad for this business. Okay, and then now the up arrow so that it sends the info. So let's see what it does, okay? Because it should be able to generate it for you. And can you scroll down so we can see what it's doing? I don't remember if we selected for you to always be able to see the, okay. Yep, there it is. Yeah, and there it is. That's your social listener. Like, that is how easy it is. So, like, just a fair, full disclosure. So, why can't you see your ad? Oh, well, there you go. Right? So, like, full disclosure, like, this is still using Dolly 3. Dolly 3 does not necessarily make the best pictures. This is, like, still at the phase where you might still have to like brush up some of these images, or like the client might say, well, that doesn't represent my business, my office doesn't look like that. So like the goal is to facilitate as much data driven like advice that you as you can from the agent, but you might still need like their picture and do like a little bit of photoshopping and make whatever they give you like look similar to this ad, because this is like supposed to usurp anybody else's ads that are also selling mental health services. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And if they give you permission, like for example, like the client that I have, like that tattoo shop, they're like, post whatever you want. Like, we just need more customers. And I told them, like, you know, like I'm doing this for free kind of. So because they were like my test subjects, right? So like they were like okay with me putting up whatever, right? So that, like, those to me are the ideal clients, because they're not expecting you to do the job of like also like a web designer and a graphic designer. But
well, and the good thing is I'm building a separate landing page, so it's not going to go to their website at all. It's going to be totally independent on its own.
Nice.
And oh, that's another thing I can show you. This is pretty cool. Hold on.
So you're making a landing page. That's really smart.
Yeah, absolutely. Hold on. Look what else I found. This is cool. So for the landing page, look, I have traumatherapydc.com and ptsdtherapy.com. Exact word match domains available for their landing page. I think they're going to be super stoked about that.
Nice. And if I was in your shoes, I would not sell them that landing page, because if they, I would own it and I would lease it to them, and I would tell them, I'll generate traffic to you through this page. If you don't want it, it's okay, because your neighboring competitor does. Right?
Exactly.
Because then you like for
then
sure
have more power.
Well, and for sure you're gonna make your money back, because look at what it says. Like, that is likely to generate like a $2,000 return, right? So for 1 penny, like, you're guaranteeing that this time that you're spending on this work will at least make you back your $2,000 when you sell this website. If you don't even work on it. So if you do actually build your landing page and it starts to generate traffic, then like you have an actual asset that then converts into real money, no matter what this one prospect does or does not do. Like, that is like how you start to make money off this stuff. It's not even like, did I land a client? It's like, how do I make sure that my ownership of digital assets brings revenue?
Right. All the work that I did put into it, I don't have to sit here and convince you to get this for me, because if you don't, well, I'm sure your competitor or someone that does therapy in DC will be happy to take on these leads. So I'm going to build it no matter what, because it's available. I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, and that's what I use, is like call sling. So like I start to get, so when I put up like the landing pages, as I get, so, and I just So like they will start to call the number, right? And then you can call them and say, look, I have these like potential 5 clients. Do you want their names? Right? And then when they see that those are quality leads, then they're gonna be like, where'd you get these? How are you getting these? And then that's when the sale is made. Like I would not even, like I'm not a sales pro. You're much better at sales than me. But that's my recommendation to you is like don't offer this to somebody else. Just like do the work, like build your
Right, do the
niche.
work. I'm going to offer it to them. If they commit for 6 months, no big deal. I've already put in all this work. I'm going to go ahead and build the landing page. I'd probably buy both of these.
I
I
would if
mean,
I was you and you've already done all this extra work and you have like the sales pitch and all that, yeah, I would. Yeah. So like
absolutely.
and so like does that um satisfy like the end to end like let's build a bot or an agent that can.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was super super simple. It was great. Um, so if I want to save these, if I make them like regularly, is it automatically going to save in here for me? Yes, huh? It'll automatically save it, won't it?
No, that's a very good question. These images will expire within like I think it's 90 minutes. So there's a way to get them
Okay,
to
so
save.
let's. So do I need to just download it?
Yes. Download them for now. And there is a way to get them to persist, but like it takes a little bit more code and work and um yeah, I
So
would
I'm
I
just
would
going to go in here. I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to go ahead and just make me another, a new, open. I don't want a spreadsheet. I just want a sheet.
if you go to your email, you can make them from there. Like the email page, and then you click on the little 4 little dots that are on the top right. See like on the very top right by your and is that your friend? You and your friend's picture? Yeah, click on those and then from there you can like yeah. From here you make new and then you can make your.
Yeah. A new doc. A blank document. Okay.
Okay, so we
And
got.
then I have the picture. It's already downloaded, so I can go get that later. We don't need to spend time on that.
And now we
Okay.
can we can try to automate this if you want because there is a way to connect your account to your Google account, so it does like link to your Google account, but it's still like spotty. So like I would say give it 2 weeks, and when we're in Colorado, I'll let you know like it's like solid. Like these steps are solid, and I knew it. So like I was like okay, I can show you this part because you're not gonna be struggling through it because it's worked like consistently. But the connecting to Google has not worked consistently for me. I'm sure there's people out there for whom it has, but like it's also like my own fiduciary duty, to let you know like I don't think it's like fully solid yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So then now like should we try to see like what like do you have it cuz you still have half an hour. So like is there like what was your favorite part of this whole thing?
I just love playing with ChatGPT. I'm just intrigued every day at all the stuff that it spits out. I have so much fun with it. Like I've never had a job where I have so much fun. I mean, you should see all the travel videos I've done for Happy Travel. I mean, it's just crazy. I just like feed it tons of information. I tell it the tone and where they're at and how much money they're saving, and they just spit me out these incredible videos and it's so much fun. It's just like, yeah, I just have a lot of fun. So,
Because
yeah.
I have like other information that I think is like on the data science side that will help you with like hyper targeted marketing to like your specific client that I think would be even easier to get the client to see the value that you're bringing them. So that
Okay.
yeah, okay. So let's go back to the
So
website to
I'm gonna
their.
stop sharing and I'll let you share now. How's
Well,
that?
like we need your social listener. So just leave it up.
Okay.
So go to their website. Copy like let's see if they have any images of their business because this is what's called like their branding, right? Like it looks like they have like low tones, peaceful serenity. Let's see if they have any images of what their office looks like. Hopefully they do, but if they don't, like we're just gonna have to use the other stuff they have. I don't see any. Oh, there we go. Well, but these are not really their office, right? This is just. So I wonder if like maybe in Google Maps they have like a picture of the inside of their, unless that is their actual office right there. But these all look like stock photo to me.
Yeah, they're all stock photos. Their website, to be honest, I mean, I don't want to trash them, but it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And when I first met with them, I had no idea that they already had an SEO company that's working on their website because I gave them a lot of information. They have no citations. They have hardly any backlinks. I mean, if I show you their Ahrefs and their even competitors, I mean, it's pretty shocking, that they just don't have anything. And the fact that they're ranking right here, number 3 in the map, they're right here, is crazy to me, because this girl, she doesn't have anything either. I mean, I think the citations they had, she had the most, and it was like 7 or 6. My client has none, 0, no citations. I'm like, how are you even in the Google Maps? Like, it's just crazy to me.
And that's why I decided to like not focus on Google Maps, but I'm also not just like trying to work with. So I moved away from working with like local businesses, right? So like I'm going after like government contracts, but that was part of the reason why. But I think that the reason why for them, because I did study at length, like how are these companies that like some of them don't even have websites and they're ranked at the top. I think it's because their name is tied to some other publications in places that have a lot of like link juice or authority. So like if a lot of her staff has published or their names are in different places in even if it's not like like common social media platforms, like as therapists, that might be how they're pulling so much rank on these pages.
Right.
It's
And I mean, I can pull up Ahrefs if you want to go there. Whatever you want me to do, just let me know.
no. Can we go to their Google Maps to see if they have any images of their business?
All right. So this is their Google Maps.
Let's see if they're like how sometimes people will post pictures of what the office looks like or something like that. So that's their actual office. So can you grab a snapshot of that first picture?
Hold on 1 second. Picture. Okay.
Okay, let's go
And
back.
then I can get this one too.
Well, let's see what the social listener does, because and this I'm approaching like basically like using a lot of the intel from like what a business owner would likely want to see, right? So I could try to list for you like where I got this information from, that like this is more likely to motivate a business owner to understand the value you're bringing to them. But for right now, like I would have to like retrace a lot of my brain input, right? So like here, can you drop the picture in here?
Yep.
Oh, and then here you can say connect to Google Drive. Do you see that? So like,
Oh, I did see that.
okay, and then here give it the instructions. Can you? Okay, yeah, I would, because then it can actually like put the stuff in your drive. I think. Like I don't know what your settings are like, but I know for mine it can go into my drive and get stuff and put stuff there.
Cool.
And then we fixed part of the automation of you having to copy and paste.
So I will put it in SEO, I guess. Oh. Why is it?
Cause because you are selecting a file. So right now you need to select the file that you're gonna. So like go back to where you picked the file from. So you can. That's how it's setting it up right now. So I think you put it in. What was it like? Documents, and then digital CEO, and then the mental health
Yeah, I
something.
just put it in this file, SEO.
Where did you put the picture in there?
No, I didn't do anything yet. I'm just trying to
No,
connect
like
it.
when you first put your picture in here, go to where you first put your picture in here.
It's on my computer. It's not in the Google Drive.
You did put it in your Google Drive. No?
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right. Okay. Well, I guess like, can you paste it in there again, please?
Yeah, I uploaded it from my computer from right here.
Okay. Oh, sorry, my bad. Oh, it's OneDrive. Okay, I'm
It's
so dyslexic.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's right here on my computer. It's not in my drive.
Okay. So, now we're gonna type in, can you please use this image? Do you have the conversation where we had all the other stuff? Because like you should have had like see therapy options in DC on your left hand side, so that you don't have to copy and
Yeah,
paste. Yeah, let's go to that one. Like let's put it in that one because that's where you already have the context for it. So put
right.
okay. So yes,
Right.
this one. Okay, and then can you click on the paperclip? Because I just saw like how to connect. I think. Uh, Click there, and then can you connect? Click on connect apps. So you can actually get it from your OneDrive if you want to. Like I do trust the GPT store, like GPT to like protect my data. But if you want it to be able to like drop stuff off in your drive or like pick it up from there instead of you having to like do the secondary step of like getting it off your laptop into here, like you can do it now through there.
I don't know if I can get in here. This is a work computer that I'm on right now.
Oh, then don't. Yeah, then I wouldn't because yeah, like who knows?
No,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do that.
yeah. Let's not do that.
Oh shit! I
Uh,
lost my Chat GPT.
we can retrieve it.
All right, I didn't realize that was.
Therapy options in DC. Okay. Yeah, I love it
All right,
like that.
so let
It's.
me get the image again,
Mhm.
and I'm just gonna tell it, please use this image.
Yeah, yeah, let's give it like real specific instructions. Okay, please use this image as an example of the brand message and atmosphere to represent the business and generate an what a Google ad, please. Use all of the context in this conversation. So let's see what it does, and then this should like get you an image that's closer to like their business, so that when you're like, yeah, right, and so then as you like if you get two mental health places, right, like each one can send one to the other. And I don't know that this like necessarily is any better.
No, but I'm still gonna save it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and who knows, like see like the wing. Oh, go ahead.
What's that?
Like the wings and stuff, like I don't know where it decided that, but the underlying.
Well, if we go back here, hold
Mhm.
on. Uh, what I want. Why is it bringing that up? I wanted to go to their Google page. I have this. Maybe we should tell it to use its logo.
The only reason I would not is because then they might claim that you're using their
That's true.
proprietary
But I
like.
mean, down the road, like if I am doing specific ads for them and I get permission, I can just tell ChatGPT to use this logo in the image.
You
It
can,
can
and
if I want to.
you can, and as of even yesterday, like it is getting better at like very precise. This is called like product placement, right? So like for it to persist the exact image that you give it, it's getting very very close, and like that is the biggest problem to solve in like all of the like global commercial instances. So you might get it
Right.
to get very close, but it might still need some tweaking. This is what like
Okay.
June the 8th, 2024. So by probably like another 2 weeks, it will probably do it perfectly. Uh,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we've got about 15 more minutes, so I'm just going to let you take it away and teach me whatever you want to teach me.
Mm, well, what are some of the most valuable things that you've walked away with so that I can go down that path?
Um, just really, I mean, it's unlimited what you can use ChatGPT for. I mean, I don't really know all about the agents. Like, I would like to learn, if I come across a business that actually doesn't want to hire a person and wants to hire, wants us to build them an agent, like what goes into that?
What we like, what
Like,
I
how do you
just
get it to answer calls and do emails and do billing? Like, how do you do that?
the very beginnings of it, as far as turning it into code that runs on what's called the backend, is exactly what we just did. So like if so, then from there, from that playground, you do remember when we like authorized your website to be able to accept the GPT store and for GPT to connect to your personal website?
Yeah.
That's called giving it CORS permission, CORS. So then after you like build their agents the same exact way you and I just like walked through this one, with like a different set of instructions, like I want this agent to be able to calculate cost, I want this agent to be able to answer phone calls with voice, blah blah blah, right? Then you connect their website or whatever, like link or whatever web server with code. So that like when you get to there, like hire me or call me. I'm gonna help you. Um, but I can show you how to build the agents through the playground. So we have like 12 more minutes. Let me show you like how you would get started with that, because you can still build the majority of it with like the GPT interface. So if you go back to your Chat GPT, or yeah, I can show you on one of mine. Um,
Yeah, I'll watch you.
okay. So am I sharing? No. Okay, let me
Not
share.
yet.
Okay, picking my screen. And have to be like really, I have like some proprietary stuff that I have to make sure it doesn't show up. So let me like abstract away this window, and I'm gonna start my instance over here. See, like my laptop just starts. Okay, ChatGPT. Go to my builder profile and make sure that I'm not like right now gonna show to the world some stuff I shouldn't be. Okay, I'm gonna like build a new agent, but it's nothing different from what all the steps that you and I just went through, okay?
Okay.
So you just
Perfect.
get back to here. Okay, there. And then now I know that I'm not like showing stuff I shouldn't be.
I got you.
Okay, so I'm gonna make sure that I enable this. I'm gonna call this like my billing agent.
Okay.
Okay, you will, oh, I don't even design, or what is it called? Like generate a bill for a client. You will receive information on cost and services provided to a client. Okay. You are the world's best billing agent. Because do you remember why we say like always
Yeah,
the world's best? Yeah, because we
I
don't.
know. I love that. I tell it that all the time. Whenever I create, you are the world's best creator. Please create such and such. Yeah, I feed it bullshit all day long.
And it's not bullshit. Like I'll tell you why. And you can go back and add it to your agent because it has like all the data ever. So if I tell it you're an agent, it doesn't know, do I pick the mean, median, or mode of the data, or do I pick like the extreme top performing mean? How do I decide, like, out of like mass amounts of data, what it means to be an agent, right? So when you tell it the top performing, like, it is able to go and get the data from only the ones that have metrics that show that it's top performing. Otherwise, you're basically asking it to be middle of the pack.
Right.
Because
and we're not middle of the pack, girl. We're the top of the. We're the queen of the throne here.
Exactly. So this is like more clear. It's like if I were to say, like, if I were to give it an instruction and I'm trying to target like the majority of people, I would not say that, right? Like you're creating this to target the majority of people. It's not going to target the top 1% of the nation because they are different from the next like standard deviation that covers like the full range of the middle, right?
Right.
So like it's all mathematical. That's why we include that. And I apologize, I forgot about it in the other one. But this is how we do this. So this is please generate the bill. And there's like ways to make this like make it come out with letterhead, all that stuff, right? But this is the key to building the agents, like you asked me. So I go to create new action. I'm going to have to use these schemas. I can get help from Actions GPT, which I do suggest. This one is only going to show us like how to get weather patterns. So this like okay, so then see like right here. Right? Like this one somebody already put there.
Yeah, that's for Stripe. Okay.
Okay, so like I know I accept Stripe payments. This code is necessary for you to be able to do stuff like what you asked for. So then I copy this schema. Like obviously like it's not gonna work for me because I haven't connected my Stripe account to here.
Right.
But see how like it's connecting to the, I don't know if you can see that, to the Stripe API server.
Right.
Right? Like this is what's called JSON data. Everything that like is the future of the web is best equipped right now. Like you're better off if you start turning everything into JSON. All of my websites, my shitty looking ones, they're all JSON structured because that's how these AI engines read things, right? So like, so like that's probably like lots of info. So okay, so here is should be 3.10. So then what, like if I don't understand what these things mean, it's the same thing as always. I copy the error, I dump it in, I open a different ChatGPT agent and I ask it questions. And I'm going to show you like this for these last few minutes. Like I'm actually using my phone because I don't have the latest, what is it called? Processor, which everybody recommended. Don't buy a laptop yet because you can actually have GPT 4.0 and above talk to your screen while it's talking to you. Like it's can look.
Oh my God.
So like I don't have that
so
yet.
Wait till that comes out before you go buy a new computer.
Yes,
absolutely.
And make sure that you have the right kind of processor, because I have a pretty new computer with a lot of power, but it's not silicone. So what I'm doing is I'm like using my phone, right? And I hope that it works and it should, because I've been using it all morning actually to like partially prepare for this with us. So I'm just going on my phone and I'm just like, it's gonna be hard for me to show it, but I'm just basically starting a new chat on my phone the same way that we were chatting, right?
Right, and you're asking it what is input should be 3.1.0.
That's not what I'm doing.
Ask it what that is.
That's not how I would do it. That's not.
Okay.
Because I think that there's a better way to get your agent to do the heavy lifting for you. This is my opinion, but of course, like, you know, that's why this is so awesome, because everyone gets to have their own agent help them the way they need the help, right? So this is what I would do. So like, so I'm connecting. Can you please help me figure out how to get this JSON object to work? I'm trying to do an add actions to one of my GPT agents in the GPT store, and I just need to fix an error. Can I give you the picture?
Oh, wow.
Sure, I can help with that. Could you please share the JSON object and the error message you're encountering?
Oh my God.
This will help me understand the issue better and provide a more accurate solution.
So then I'm going to click to the conversation I'm having right now, and he's listening to me. So like I should have paused him. So yeah, here we go. Okay. So this is the conversation we just had. So now I'm going to go over here and I have to put my phone down. I'm going to take a screenshot of this, and then, right. And then I don't have to be
you're
like,
going to send it to him.
Yep.
Right. You're going to take a screenshot and you're going to send it to him.
Yep. And then now I don't have to
Perfect.
like try to explain stuff or like try to figure out the right words, because that is like a big bottleneck for most of us, is like, I don't know how to call this. Like, I don't know what people would call this, right?
It sounds like you're describing the process of taking a screenshot to capture the relevant information and share it, which can indeed be helpful when trying to explain issues or share details. If you're dealing with a JSON object and an error related to it, you can take a screenshot of the error message and the code. This way, I can help you understand the problem more effectively. If you prefer to describe it here, you can copy and paste the JSON object and the error message into our conversation, and I'll do my best to assist you.
Got it.
Okay, this is working more, and this is the latest error.
Great. Please go ahead and share the JSON object and the error message you're encountering. This will help me diagnose the issue and guide you toward a solution.
So now I just copy this. I don't even have to know what it means. I do know, but like I don't have to anymore.
That's right. You can just copy and paste the JSON object and the error message here. I'll help you figure out what needs to be fixed. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and share the details.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop this right here. So I can already tell that it probably has to do with like something on the Stripe end that I'm not gonna be able to solve like right here, because I would have to go to Stripe and figure out like from a code side, right? But like
Right.
most of these will work. If they don't, like there are places where you can.
Well, especially if it's already connected to you. Like if you were connected to Stripe right now, you know what I mean? It probably would work, is what I'm thinking.
Yes, that is true. That is like very possible. And also like these JSON schemas, there's like you can go to Perplexity and ask it like, where are people listing JSON schemas to work with GPT-4o or something like that. Okay, so like
That was something you put on your. Hold on, let me get your phone. You wanted to show me something on Perplexity. You had mentioned that.
if I go to, and we have like 2 minutes, so if I go to Perplexity, right, Perplexity, and this like I'm using the free version,
Okay.
because so far I haven't had like a super need to get like the other one. So then I would ask it like, where is the JSON, where can I find a JSON schema that works for the Stripe API to plug into my GPT agent, right? Because these schemas, like a lot of, especially like the ones that are used often, like someone's already fixed them somewhere.
Right.
So this one's from 2019. It's probably not going to be the best place. I'm going to go here. So like this is like when like code starts to become important. So let me see. So then this is the correct curl command. Then and like I would still need to give it this kinds of information, but this, and you're right. See, like you were absolutely right. Like if I had given it probably my true account information,
Right.
right? And so that's
That makes sense.
yeah. So like I think we covered a lot. I feel like this was like such a successful day.
Yeah, absolutely. I always have fun with you. So, if you're not having fun, then what's the point? So I'm learning, constantly. I'm having fun. My brain is being fed lots of knowledge, and I really enjoy that. So I know you have other things to do today. And yeah, you've helped me immensely over the past, 6 to 8 weeks. We've had a lot of fun, and I hope to do more. And I can't wait to see you in Colorado Springs in 2 weeks. But I've got your number, and we'll chit chat, and I will keep working on my end to land us a client to build them AI agents and make some money.
Nice, and I will be hiring you soon also, because I know I'm getting these contracts. Like there's not a doubt.
All right. Well, I believe you.
Love you.
Okay. We'll talk soon.